Hello and welcome to the Comic Central. I'm your host Alex, and today we're going to be doing a Batman tier list, sort of slash ranking. It's a little bit confusing. I'll sort of go over and talk about a little bit of my feelings of what I like more or less. So there will basically be a ranking at the end of this, but I think this will be fun. You'll get some hot takes because I have them. Um, yeah. Let's just jump right into it. So now we are here with the uh tier list. I needed to record this, so already put the first movie in. So we got Batman the 66 movie. We have to see. I couldn't really think of anything like too crazy to say about it. It sort of has all Batman villains. They're not horrible interpretations. It's the 60s, so it's goofy and not like the most fun or exciting part. So I don't know. See, it's enjoyable. It's fun. I have like really no opinion to watch it again, but it's not horrible. But there's fun stuff like the bat shark repellent. So it's just fine. I'll watch it. I'll be like, yeah, it's good, enjoyable, nothing crazy. I think I'll just do it in the order it has, which is by release. I won't be doing the Justice League. It's just there because it's the best tier list I could find. Then we have Batman '89. I think this is a B tier. Yeah, I'll put it B. I think that's the perfect placement for it because A is for like the top, but it works. It's good. I have a Funko Pop from it. That's cool. That I wanted to show off. Michael Keaton's Batman portrayal is pretty good. I don't really talk about the actors in the '66, but it's fine. Adam West, Burt Ward. I don't care that much about them, but '89's good. It works really well, and yeah, the Gotham is really cool. It's cool and stylized, which you don't see that much past the the first four in that sort of grouping. But it's exciting and I enjoy it. It's definitely the best Burton because we're about to get to my opinion on returns. But Joker, Jack Nicholson, I like. Michael Keaton, I do really enjoy his like Batman, Bruce Wayne. I think they're good. The not neck moving is a little bit annoying and frustrating, but I think that in general the like silhouettes and how the shots are, he looks cool in like imposing in like that first scene. And it gets the origin. It happens a little bit more, but I hate the Joker killing Bruce's parents, or like some of the like they do another like person who isn't like one of his villains killed the parents. I don't like that. It's more interesting when it's Joe Chill. So I think it's about perfect in B because it's enjoyable. I think it started superhero movies mainly. There was of course like the Superman, but I think that this does it better. So yeah, next we have Batman Returns. And here is for the first hot take. Everyone's gonna hate me for this. Is going in F tier. I hate Batman Returns. And it wasn't from like a recent rewatch. I just thought back on it and was like, this sucks so much. I was just thinking about that. Like, this is bad. That's all. Like, it's this like half penguin, half whatever for Danny DeVito. Catwoman's like this cat person with like weird powers or whatever. She's trying to kill Max Shrek, and like Batman's kind of trying to stop Penguin from being mayor, and Penguin wants to get rid of Batman, but also like Penguin's mainly trying to stop Max Shrek because he like dumped chemicals into the zoo because the Penguin was like slightly deformed. Now he's like a half penguin, half man sort of thing in like this like a weird Tim Burton creation thing. Um, why I don't. And it's like weird and very much not for kids. It's not like it has to be for kids or whatever, but it's way too like weird and adult and for no reason. And there's very much a reason why they pivoted for Batman Forever because it's weird. It's not good. It's fine. It has another one of those. Every one of these Batman, even the two Schumacher films, every single one they have to do a new love interest. And this one we have Selena, and Selena's not fun, and Bruce is kind of annoying me in this. And then he like pulls off his mask, and he's like, Selena, don't kill him and whatever, and we can be happy in front of Penguin, who he hadn't like beaten yet. And then he kills Penguin, which he killed the Joker in the last one, but Penguin dies, and it's Batman who kills, which it's not good, but I'm just gonna put it in there and say in the comments how much you disagree with me or whatever. I hate Batman Returns. It's a strong word, but that's my least favorite Batman movie. I said it. Now Batman Forever. I think this is another entry to see. It's like goofy and wacky. The Gotham's creative in this. I don't like it as much as Burton with the aesthetic, but this like this fun neo crazy city that I really like. So Robin, it's fun in it. Chris O'Donnell. It has a really cool. This is the one with a really cool scene of him drying clothes. Yeah. There's still some of the weird stuff. Not as weird, but some of the weird stuff. With the AMC theaters woman being the one movie love interest for this one. And yeah. It's not really heartbreak in this one. Yeah. It's nothing. The Riddler and Two-Face are so fun. And Batman kind of does kill Two-Face at the end. But he still does feel like he wants, like, redemption or whatever sort of for killing. Like, it's a bad thing. And he's like, don't kill Two-Face, pain won't end. Which is how Batman should be. Because he shouldn't kill. And not, like, and then he does pseudo-kill, which is a little bit frustrating. I think that Val Kilmer is one of the best Batman. He's like top. I might say number 3. Which is, you might think that's crazy to say, but when it comes to live action, you can't. I think that's not a crazy statement. Robin isn't great, and this is the first one with the nipples. The Batmobile's kind of cool. It's fun and creative. I'll give it that. Yeah, I need to put it there. Next we have a very fun one, and maybe like put it in F for Batman and Robin. I'm gonna put this in D tier. I can't move it to C. I wish I could move it to C. Maybe it's so dumb. It's not. It's not good. But there's like the Bat credit card. In like a cool like biker scene with Chris O'Donnell's like Nightwing, Robin. His costume other than the nipples, it's cool. No nips. No. For all the suits, it's bad. I hate it. I hate it so much. But specifically, he has like the Nightwing suit, the red, which I prefer the blue. But this works as red, and then it has a cape, and it looks sick. That's my biggest redeeming quality. Other than there's fun stuff with the Bat credit card. It's so cool. Well, there's another redeeming quality that I'll get to, but yeah, George Clooney's Batman it's not great. It was fun to see the tease at the end of Flash. It was very, very entertaining. But he's done with that role. Didn't get it again. There's a reason. Arnold as Mr. Freeze. It's not a great Mr. Freeze. They're wanting to put it in because of the animated series sort of shoveled it in and made him a great character. So they're like, oh, we're going to do Mr. Freeze, but not add the emotional depth. And then, like, Uma Thurman's Poison Ivy's, like, trying to help Mr. Freeze, like, freeze the world over and because she cares about plants or something. And, like, she does kind of harm some of her plants, like, instantly and stuff. And then Bane is, like, boring and dull. It's just like we gotta throw another villain in here, so let's throw in Bane. And most of the, like, quote, bad comic book movies, their main thing is putting in too many heroes and whatever. Putting in too many villains and too much stuff. Bat. This just happened to be behind me. because I'm going to be watching this later. My opinion on Spider-Man 3 will be in another video. But it fits too much. It's not great. But it's so fun that if it comes to you have to watch Batman Returns or watch Batman and Robin, I would love to watch Batman and Robin. And also, he doesn't kill. He doesn't kill. It took this long. Adam West, like, that's its own thing. I think he might kill. I kind of forgot. It was like 2 years ago that I watched that movie. But technically, first three, even if Val Kilmer was a little bit less forgiving towards killing or whatever, he still kind of does do it with Two-Face, so I count it. This is the first Batman who downright just does not kill, which is really good. So because of that, it kind of has to stay here. It's not... I don't know. How hard is it for, like, Batman's main thing is don't kill, don't kill, don't kill. And it took this long for it to be adapted well. So for that reason, and just it being really enjoyable, I think I could have a better time watching this, if I was under the influence of adult substances that I can't have, legally, as a teenager. So, yeah, I need to sort of put it there. I'll go on to the next movie now since I've talked a lot about Batman and Robin, but it's fun. Next we got Batman Begins. This is A. Yeah. It's A. It's really good. It does Batman Origin, and now the Batman Origin will never need to be done. It was a really key thing for both Christopher Nolan and Batman, because after Batman and Robin, they thought about doing the fifth one, where they were going to apparently like bring back all the villains, and it was going to be the most expensive, but with how bad like critics knocked Batman and Robin, which also did have Batgirl, kind of, like thrown in for some reason. But they were like, it needs to get good again, and then Christopher Nolan heard about it, I think from his wife, and then he was like, hey, and they like talked for like a few minutes, and they were like, I think this is the guy to do it, which was a smart idea, because Christopher Nolan, and Nolan hadn't really done anything crazy at this point. He had done Following, which I love, then it was like Memento, haven't seen it, but I've heard good things, and then like Insomnia, which it's good, it's nothing crazy, but it wasn't a big like filmmaker or anything, and then they just give him that, and it's enjoyable. It's really good. Liam Neeson as Ra's. I think it's Ra's al Ghul. I normally say Roz. I know it's wrong. I think, but they say, or as the woman at the party says, Mr. Ra's al Ghul. And they go to destroy Gotham, because this is the only Nolan film where Gotham is somewhat cool, and the other two is just like Chicago. It's boring, dull. It's for a while it's the last creative Gotham we get, because the four with the like first four, the main four, like the four like quadrilogy with all the different like the two Burton, two Schumacher. Gotham was creative. Both of them were way different, but they were creative and distinct, which is what it should feel. It should feel a little bit surreal as a city, which in The Narrows they do really well. There's multiple times where they pronounce names wrong, because they say Falcone, which it's wrong. It's Falcone. It is Carmine Falcone. Got Falcone, and you have Ra's al Ghul. Yeah, and the casting's good. Scarecrow, I think, works as the villain. I like Cillian Murphy and how he sort of appears in all of the Nolan trilogy. But yeah, Rachel's like fine. Nothing crazy. Is sort of like a pseudo love interest. So that's an interesting thing of Bruce having kind of like that one friend as a childhood, which happens in like other stories like Hush, of him having like very, very, very few friends, which I think it works sort of having he has a few friends, not many. It works, it's positive, it's good. But I think that like third act, all the acts, the only thing is like the Batmobile is kind of impractical, and then he mainly uses his motorcycle. And then he does kill Ra's, kind of, it's like he doesn't kill him, but he also kills him, and He's like, I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save you either. My Christian Bale Batman impression is so good, I know. It can get a little bit good. It's not like the end of the world at this point. It gets slowly worse. The suit can't turn the neck, which is a common problem. But I think the suit still looks good. The action, other than the scene in like the like shipyard, the action isn't amazing or anything. Other than in like the training sequence. And Christian Bale works as Bruce Wayne, where it's like, this is Bruce Wayne. This works. It's the only like really good one. But his Batman is good. The acting in most Nolan films, because this is a Nolan film more than just a Batman film. It works as a dark crime noir film. It's great. Next we have The Dark Knight, and I think it's easy to just put it where it belongs. Going up, and it's here. I'm not going to talk about it much. Since it's The Dark Knight, it's S tier. Yeah, it's one of the best films ever. I won't deny it. I'll talk about it more later at the end of this video. But it's good. Nothing crazy to say. What is there more to say that people haven't said? Heath Ledger's Joker is great. Should have won the Oscar. One of the best villains in film history. This is one of the best movies ever. The best superhero movie ever. How many... What else do you want me to say? Now we have Dark Knight Rises. I think this goes in... This will go in A as well. It centers more on John Blake, but I think that John Blake is a great character. I like the Bane has a more goofy voice, even. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. Even worse than Christian Bale's Batman voice. One thing is that, like, the back breaking, it's kind of... The fights are still not good. In this, it might be the worst action fighting of them. And then Talia is boring and dull as a villain. Bane's kind of interesting. Catwoman, Anne Hathaway's pretty good in the role. Nothing crazy. Prefer it to the Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns. It's a better Catwoman than Batman Returns. It's a better everything than Batman Returns. How much more do I have to say about how much I hate Batman Returns? Even the lighting, the color grading, the neck still doesn't turn, the makeup change and the weird thing that's been pointed out. Batman Returns. Okay, let's go back to Dark Knight Rises. I still like Dark Knight Rises more than most people probably do. I think it's a little worse than Begins, because it feels like it runs on a little bit too long. And it does center on John Blake, who I think is great. Batman sort of just quits, though. And he takes the fall for Harvey's thing, and the Joker doesn't, which I don't know how they couldn't do that. But I feel like Bruce Wayne would just, like, quit Batman, even if, like, he's, like, quit Wanted or whatever. Because Jim would know sort of not to hunt him fully. So I don't... It annoys me. But it's still good. Again, love John Blake. I wouldn't have hated a movie with him as Batman. And Nolan definitely wanted to go on to Interstellar. Like, in between all three of the movies that Nolan did, he did a movie in between. So like a year he did The Prestige a year after Begins, then there's Dark Knight, then there was Inception, then he did Dark Knight Rises. So it's really... And so I think he stopped caring, sort of, during this, and you can feel that. And of course there's, like, the plot holes that it is sort of important with the how to get into Gotham, like no one else could. And then he just sort of shows up there. How'd you get here? Like, I did. Frustrating. Now we go on to a movie that I have an intriguing opinion on. It gives BVS, and then the ultimate... I won't do standard BVS, because, like, I'd give it probably, like a low C or something, but I think I'll give this, like, the highest in C for the Ultimate Edition. It's sort of a mix between that. The main thing is that, like, Gotham and Metropolis feel the same thing. the ending fight of like a Martha, and then it's like, oh, that's your mother's name, or whatever. I hate that. I do really like Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor though. It's insane to say. I said it. Yeah. I have my right to have my opinions on Lex Luthor as my name is Alexander. So yeah, I don't know what you want me to say. Other than that, I enjoy it. It can the like Jolly Rancher scene is a little weird, but sort of Doomsday being there, it's kind of cool. But him like instantly killing Superman, yeah. It's not as impactful as it could be. It's like kind of like meh. It's fine. I'd rather watch Batman and Robin, but it's not as. But this is better. It's better than Batman Returns. I'd probably say better than Forever and stuff. He has the guns and stuff, so it's a killing Batman, murder Batman, but so is Burton. So, and then Wonder Woman sort of thrown in there. It was sort of setting up the Justice League, so I don't know. It's Snyder. It's fine. If someone said put it in DRF, I wouldn't be like, I'm so offended. That's a disgrace. Yeah. Now we only have one more left. Now the only one we have left is the best Batman movie. Yep, I said it. I prefer the Batman to The Dark Knight. Um, The Dark Knight. So here's what I say, and I think it fits in general. The best Batman movie is The Batman. The best movie with Batman is The Dark Knight. And I think that perfectly states it. Because Batman's not really a detective. Like, he's like, oh, I need to find where the Joker is. What does he do? Oh, Lucius Fox, you have this device that can see every phone in the thing, and it can use, like, sonar radar and, like, triangulate, like, with, like, your quadratic equation algebra, whatever it is, where you can see a scale of Gotham and find out where the Joker is. Biggest cop-out ever! And also, I will say, without Lucius Fox, Batman basically wouldn't exist. Oh, you need a grappling gun? You need fabric for, like, the cape stuff? You need a utility belt? You need a whatever, this, this? You need a vehicle, like a Batmobile thing? You have... we just happen to have it in our R&D department that no one cares about anymore. Because it was really expensive. Oh, there's this body armor that's hundreds of thousands of dollars that we just happen to have that'd be perfect for you to be Batman. And I'm just gonna allow you to take it. Which is frustrating. But I still do really like The Dark Knight. It's just there's a little bit more problems that I can poke holes in my opinion. And the Batman, even if it has like quote like 3-4 villains, it doesn't feel packed, and it is 3 hours, but it doesn't feel like really long. It can be like, it feels a little bit drawn out at times, but that's because that's how Batman should be. It's slow, it's detective work, and he doesn't speak much. In this, it's more of his presence speaks more, and it's a lot in darkness. But it's like, he's Batman, he's sort of in the shadows, but he'll say a few words, or he'll like point to a piece of evidence where it's like there, and they'd be like, oh, and then Gordon's like, check that. Look at that. This is the best interpretation I think of Gordon, because I like some of the stuff that Gary Oldman did with like The Lie. That was really interesting, of telling like Harvey Dent wasn't the greatest person ever, and it was sort of on his person from that night when Bane found it, which I think was interesting. I think that in The Dark Knight, Two-Face feels a little bit forced, and then he's not mad at the Joker for killing Rachel because he's just a chaos guy, even if he still killed everybody. He's mad at the police more, and then he like tries to like kidnap and kill Gordon's son and whatever, and then he dies. But the like Harvey Dent part, it's really good. It still works pretty well, but it's a little bit frustrating. This I think it's the best Catwoman, and you sort of see that she actually cares for the character. And you'll hear from this like, oh, the Bruce Wayne is bad. The Bruce, that's the whole point. The whole point of this movie is that it's not an origin, because we don't need the origin. Everyone knows Batman's origin. Everyone knows Spider-Man's origin. And then like far in Homecoming, sort of mentions the Spider quickly, but to Ned, but it's nothing crazy. And in the Batman, doesn't really need to be mentioned. We know his parents die, and there's sort of a conspiracy with his parents in the Batman, but we don't need to know this information anymore because it's known by the public in general. So yeah, but the entire point of it is that he's trying to find out who he is, and by the end of the movie he learns that he needs to be a symbol of hope, and he's gonna probably learn in part 2 he needs to do more as Bruce Wayne, which is an important thing because he barely does anything at Bruce Wayne other than the funeral. So it works perfectly for the narrative. Technically, Bruce Wayne should be better, but it works really well for the narrative of him learning and stuff, which Bale still really works really well as Bruce Wayne, but I think it's more interesting. And I love Robert Pattinson as Batman. He's great. And again, doesn't speak much, but his presence and acting and emotion and stuff still works really well. And the cinematography in this is great. Matt Reeves does awesome in this. The writing is great. The Penguin is awesome. Love Penguin in this. He's like, I got you, you psycho. And then you see the Batmobile, which is sick. Batmobile's sick. It's like a muscle car, which is how the Batmobile, I think, kind of should be. If you're not going to do like a wacky sort of thing where it's like this fun, odd-looking car like the 89 kind of did. But it's just like a muscle car, and that's what the Batmobile would be. And when you hear like the narration, like really, not like the opening scene, but like pretty close to that after on Halloween, it works really well. It's like, this is the most Batman thing ever. And this is an adaptation loosely of The Long Halloween, which it sort of gets the idea across how The Dark Knight is sort of an adaptation, is like, it has Two-Face, and that's about it. It has a quick Two-Face arc of him going from Harvey to Two-Face. So, I think that the Batman does better interpretation, because the whole idea is sort of going from like this organized crime idea to more of like these crazy criminal-ish things, which is sort of why they put in the Joker in that end, which felt kind of forced, but it was a little bit frustrating, but it worked. And I think Paul Dano is a great actor. Despite what Quentin Tarantino thinks, I love Paul Dano. He's great in There Will Be Blood. I haven't seen him much more other than There Will Be Blood and The Batman. But in both those roles, he's great. Love him as Riddler. Love how he's this, like, fun. And there's the online thing. The mystery works really well. Gordon works really well. Falcone works really well. It's very interesting. They do the Long Halloween thing with him being Selina's father. And I like that. That works. And tied in with and then the Penguin goes on after this. The Penguin was great, so without this, wouldn't have the Penguin. But I think that sort of sums up my opinions, why I think that The Batman's the best Batman movie, and I think that Batman Returns is the worst. So yeah, I think that is about all. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments, whatever you want. Please like, subscribe, hype the video. That's a new YouTube feature. That would really help me out. Get more views, subscribers. Maybe eventually get monetized, because I'd love to make money off of this. And comment down below whatever you want. You can disagree with me. Your opinions, I'll respond. You can say something negative about my opinions, because they're hot takes. They're controversial. But just wait until I start talking about Endgame, because it's going to get a lot worse. Me hating Batman Returns is the tip of the iceberg. So, that being said, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video that I'll probably be on Invincible Season 4, and then I'll talk about Daredevil Born Again, and I'm loving both of those. I might eventually talk about The Boys. So, yep.